Hey everybody, well, the patch notes for the holiday update of 2021-2022 is here, and it's called Chilling with the Beasts. The update has the normal maintenance times starting next Monday as per usual for Xbox and PlayStation, and it says the winter holiday season is upon us, captains, and we're delivering a massive update to prepare for it. So see for yourself. If you're in the TLDR crowd, check this. So they have a legendary tier Minotaur as a campaign ship, and then you have a bunch of legendary rentals apparently throughout the update. Then there are 3 arena seasons to test out those legendary ships. So I think this is the first time legendary ships will be available in the arena seasons. And then you have Windrose bonuses for your ships from day one, and those are the little blue stars next to each and every ship you have in port. If you get a win, either in AI or standard, you get the bonuses that you see attached to every ship. So everybody's going to want to run through every single ship that they have in their port to make sure that you max out all of those bonuses. For some of the higher tiered ships, the bonuses could be as high as insignias. Some of the ships will have promotion orders, and then you have the regular boosters and other assorted items. So you want to be kind of mindful of the Windrose bonuses, but you do have to run through almost every ship in your port. So I have 160 something ships, so that's a lot of matches to get a lot of wins, but you've got all month to do it, I guess. So there will also be commander guises, a boatload of new skins and camos, and a special web event to crown the ultimate gifter, and more. So before they begin, they want to give you this redeemer code to get yourself some holiday camos. So here is the information for that. And the update will run for 6 weeks up until January 31. So the Theseus Bane Campaign is what the campaign will be called, and it features the British legendary cruiser Minotaur as a star of the holiday campaign, and it's the true definition of a heavy hitter. Her DPM, which I think is damage per minute, is significant thanks to how short her reload time is. The Minotaur hits hard and fast, just like her mythical namesake, despite being limited to armor-piercing shells only. And she possesses a very powerful AA suite, with the option to choose between a smoke generator or radar consumable. So it'll be interesting to see what people choose. There are plenty of ways you can support your team effectively. So there you go with a brief description of the Theseus Bane Campaign. And this is the first time a legendary ship has been available as the biggest campaign prize. And if you don't end up getting her, in the first update of 2022, the Minotaur will be waiting for you in the darkest corner of the bureau. So it's going to become a bureau project. So if you can't get the campaign ship during the campaign, it'll be available as a bureau project. So also with the Soviet cruiser Stalingrad having recently become available for global XP, they're not going to exclude more possible distribution options for legendary ships in the future updates. So keep that in mind. This campaign has 130 milestones over 6 weeks. So for anybody that wants to buy out the campaign, each milestone, I believe, is 250 doubloons, which is about $1. So to buy out this campaign, it will cost $130, and then you can start grinding to go ahead and get your steel to try to get that Missouri. Here are the rewards that you can get without the Admiralty backing. It's your basic boosters and camouflages, 24 promotion orders, 2 insignias, 2 commendations, commander crate, patch background, and a patch symbol. With the Admiralty backing, you get the above plus these additional items. 5 insignias, 5 commendations are the big ones for me. You get a bunch more boosters and camouflages. So It says the total value of the rewards with the Admiralty backing is 80,000 doubloons. So that is a whopper. At $40 is what 10,000 doubloons will get you. So 40 times 8. You can do the math on that and see what they're giving you. So for the holiday preparations, rent a ship and Roaring Lion. So here are the rent the legendary ships. This is apparently what you're going to be able to do here. And ever considered flying out that one fancy legendary ship but didn't want to abandon the project? You are researching? Well, here during the holidays everything is possible if you want it really bad. So here's a full list of the legendary tier ships of all shapes and types available for rental throughout the store for 2 million credits, silver credits, for the entire duration of the update, which will run until January 31. So the ships that are available is the Alaska Shimakaze, Grosika First, and Khabarovsk. And then you have the Gearing, the Worcester, Yamato, Conqueror, and then that would be Task Force 2. The previous set of ships was Task Force 1. And Task Force 3 is Montana, Stalingrad, Kleber, and Colbert. But the different task forces are running for only certain days. So Task Force. Okay, so the legendary ships are available as rentals in 3 different task forces. Task Force 1 is the Alaska Shimakaze, First, and Khabarovsk, available from December 20 through January 31. So that's the entire campaign. The second task force is the Gearing, Worcester, Yamato, and Conqueror from January 3 to January 31. And then you have the Montana, the Stalingrad, the Kleber, and the Colbert, which is Task Force 3, January 17 through the 31. So only Task Force 1 is available for the entire duration of this upcoming campaign. Task Force 2 and 3 is a little bit more limited, but you do get to try them out. So, okay, so then you have British Tier 7 Premium Battleship Lion. So, largely a development of the King George class ship. So the battleship is bigger, better armored, and equipped with a modern 16-inch gun. The Lion handles well and offers solid performance with both shell choices. And you can get her for, here you go, 25,000 winter coins, whatever those are. I think those are new currency, probably similar to steel. I haven't heard of those before. But to obtain those, you have to complete missions. It's worth paying special attention to Escaping the Labyrinth weekly mission that can be completed by playing the Minotaur. So for people that buy out the campaign and have the Minotaur, you're good to go on trying to get these winter coins. It's probably similar to what you were able to do in the previous update with the Bellerophon with the Portal Shards. So if you have the Minotaur, you can gain a significant haul of these winter coins, but you have to buy out the campaign for $130 to be able to do that, or start doing it at the end of the campaign when you've actually obtained the Minotaur. So you can also redeem Windrose bonuses. So I guess the winter coins are awarded for the first win when playing the Tier 7 Tech Tree ships, as well as Tier 6 and Tier 7 premium ships. So it works in a similar way to the first win bonuses, but once in the update. And that's the basically Windrose bonus in general. So I don't know if this is going to supplant the normal rewards that you get during the normal Windrose bonuses that have happened several times before, where, as I said, you would get promotion orders or insignias. But here, apparently you're going to get winter coins for at least some of the Windrose bonuses. So check that carefully in port when the new update happens. And then you play and ideally dominate arena. So, whoops, looks like we have just spoiled how you can sport the legendary ships and get the prizes mentioned in the previous section. Oh well. And then you can acquire specific crate bundles. So probably you will be able to buy crates, and then the winter coins will come as part of the crate. So if you buy enough of these, Santa crates, probably you'll get winter coins, I would guess. I don't really know. And then it says, please note, the lion cannot be obtained for free in their estimations. And at the very least, you'll need to acquire Admiralty backing and complete the campaign during the 5th week of the update, while also placing in the top bracket of all the arena seasons. That being said, this is unlikely to be the last time we see this roaring beast. So I guess if you don't get it here, it's going to be available in the store at a certain point or otherwise available. Next up is the Winter Guises, and with this update, they're introducing a new type of cosmetic content, Commander Guises. Okay, I guess if that's important to see a Santa costume on your commander, that might be something good. And they change the appearance of your non-event commanders to include the following visual effects: a signal flare when you sound your horn, colorful tracers for the main battery salvos, that might be kind of cool, and fireworks for legendary skill activation. So it would be interesting to know when legendary skill activation actually took off, and to see something other than a little indicator down at the bottom of your HUD as you're playing the game. So it'll be interesting to see what this really is. And the guises are intended to bring more content variety and create a wide variety of visual and possibly sound design options in the future. So that is something. Okay, so the charming Miss Santa for the American and British commanders and charismatic Snow Maiden for Soviet and European ones are the holiday pioneers. You can acquire both of them in the store in exchange for winter coins during this update. Please note these guises can only be applied to historical commanders. All right, well, be interesting to see how many people spend winter coins on that. Importantly, if you wish to transfer a guise from one commander to another, you'll need to fight a few battles or spend a nominal amount of commander XP to make the change. I guess this is similar to changing inspirations for commanders. It's normally 20,000 commander XP if you don't want to play 7 battles with your new inspiration. If you change inspirations on a commander, you can either play 7 battles or to acquire the inspiration, or acquire the inspiration immediately for 20,000 global or commander XP. It's probably similar here. So a nice touch to celebrate Christmas and New Year. A new port. This time it's the London Harbor, dressed in festive decorations. And don't forget, there's a photo mode in the port. You can activate it by pressing L2 or LT. So there you go. Okay, so Winter Gift Flurry web event. So a special web event. Winter Gift Flurry runs from December 20 through January 10. And this is probably like the Advent calendar last year. So get ready for gifts, prizes, and a chance to win a competition to become the best Secret Santa of the holiday season by sending presents to other players. For a detailed look, stay tuned for an upcoming dedicated blog post next week. All right, and then here are the new camos and skins. The winter holidays are a time to decorate basically whatever you can see or reach, and Warships are no exception this year. And here are some of the new winter skins: Fletcher, Vanguard, and Implacable Hipper. Then you've got New York Futaka, Hawkins T-22 Strasbourg, Dallas Icarus Nuremberg Normandy. Okay, and additionally, you can get more historical Type 9 permanent camos, which you can create using spare paint. And you do that by selecting a camo, and then you go up and select the camo, and I think you hold down the square button on a PlayStation, and it will create Type 9 permanent camo with 75 paint each. You do that import for the setup of the ship rather than going in the store, and you have a whole bunch of ships that you can do that with. There's the Akatsuki, Nagato, Amagi, Kagero, Queen Elizabeth, King George, Vanguard, Bolvoy, Kiev, and Udalai, and the Holiday Bureau 2022. New year, new project. Makes sense, right? Well, Within the Special Holiday Bureau Project, you'll be able to acquire festive permanent camouflages for Furutaka, T-22 Normandy, and a skin for the Vanguard. You can get crates, credits, and more. Make sure to start the project because it's scheduled to be deprecated right when the next update hits. So if you start the project and go through a couple stages, you're probably going to be okay, and it's going to not disappear once it's been deprecated. So there are 2 new Santa containers, and the Secret Santa and the Super Santa 22. The holiday period is a time for miracles, and for it we have 2 special crates, Secret Santa and Super Santa, kind of like last year and probably the year before. The latter is especially enticing because it drops a whole lot of different premium ships from Tier 5 through Tier 7, and if you're lucky to pull one of the super prizes with a small chance, you can acquire such rarities as a Jean Bart, Kutsunov, or Belfast. And I think those are 0.5% chance of getting those rarities. Those come with a solid haul of doubloons, commander progression items, and a year of premium accounts. So among some of the more common but not easily to get warships, with bigger chances of course, you can get the Odin, Champagne, Roma, Biscuit, and others. The Secret Santa crates in turn will be added to the daily reward ones in the store from December 20 through January 2 for a total of 14 containers. So alright, it looks like that's going to be a gift, a free item, I guess. For a complete breakdown of the holiday bonuses and prizes, keep an eye out for a dedicated article in the coming days. Very nice. What's more, a guarantee system is active for the Super Santa containers, meaning that you get a ship in at least every 40th crate. However, it's not in use for the rarest ships. In fact, we strongly advise against hunting for those ships intentionally. It is better to simply appreciate them if you get an unexpected surprise. At the same time, the guarantee counter does reset if you get one of the super prize ships. That being said, either of the ships may still drop at any point. You can check the exact drop rates for both types of holiday crates here, and here's the link, and this is a little bit of a graphic of what some of the drop rates look like if you were to go there. It's a pretty long list for some of these containers. It's a whole list of ships, big time list of ships. And then here's some information about the Legendary Arena season. So this looks like for the first time you're going to have Legendary ships in the arena. It's for seasons 8, 9, and 10, and I did kind of check these out a little bit, and I didn't see that there was really any difference between the seasons as far as the ships that you can run. Each season seems to have a legendary tier. You can go, ship tier is legendary, so I think you can only run legendary tier ships in these seasons. Ship types is no restrictions, team size is 3, divisions are allowed, arms race mechanic will be active, and the number of battles, best battles results for every day which are counted is 10, as they have done previously. And the maps are Crash Zone, Haven, Land of Fire, and Neighbors. So it's the same maps for all 3 seasons, it looks like, same settings, and it looks like the same kind of prizes. So you're going to get a whole bunch of the winter currency, and the steel looks like are going to be available here. So you can get 100, 250, 450, 750. So about 1,000 steel is available if you hit the top prize of the leaderboard for each season. It looks like, well, it looks like more steel and more rewards for the subsequent seasons. So the first 2 seasons, season 8 and 9, looks like it's the same rewards, especially for steel and the winter currency, but you've got slightly higher amount of steel, it looks like, on season 10. But other than that, it's the same for for each of the different seasons. Where in the past, you know, they've done, they would have tier 5 ships in the first season and tier 6 ships in the next one, and then tier 7. This looks like 3 seasons of only legendary ships. So there is that for those arena seasons for those who are interested in the arena. And then here are some new ships of the update. The Murmansk, a tier 4 cruiser. It's a sister ship of the Omaha and Marblehead cruisers, but under the Soviet flag. She's capable when it comes to AA defense and lets you play with American shell arcs, managed by Soviet commanders, which is definitely a unique combination. And it is available for 6,250 steel in the forge from January 3rd. So you can do that, but it'll put back your goal of the Missouri just a little bit by getting the ship. The next ship is the Azuma, which I think was a campaign prize. I believe I've got the Azuma. It's a tier 7 cruiser, and it really does have a big punch. And the problem is it's a cruiser, so it's a cruiser that's trying to be a battleship, and you do get taken out against battleships, but I kind of like the ship. I've gotten some good scores on it, and it's was projected in Japan as a large cruiser for longer range engagements, and it has 3x3 12-inch guns. The ship has a large HP pool, which makes her pretty tough, while her repair party also has a relatively short cooldown. And it doesn't make life easier for her foes. She's available from January 10 for 750,000 global XP. So, yeah, I think this is the same ship as I got in a campaign, as we all got in a campaign last year, I think it was, or earlier this year. And then we have balance changes, and while there aren't too many individual ships under the scalpel blade for this update, let's pay close attention to the aircraft-to-ship visibility changes, as they might play with our meta. For the USA, the Tier 7 Kansas has a main battery reload time which is decreased from 38 to 34 seconds. Okay, so the Kansas is a solid performer, but her maneuverability can be a real hindrance on occasion. Additionally, to give her a little more pep over her predecessor, the North Carolina, we're upping her damage per minute with a simple gun reload buff. Alright, so the next one is the Japanese Tier 6 Shiratsu. Main battery reload time is decreased from 7.2 to 5 seconds, and we found the ship does suffer in destroyer duels that don't end in torpedo carnage. But the main concern was that her ability to set fires was a little lower than we would have liked it to be, hence this buff. And then the Russian Gnevny, Tier 5 Gnevny, main battery reload decreased from 5 to 3.5 seconds, and the range of upgraded torpedoes is increased from 4 to 6 kilometers, so that is pretty good. And yeah, it says the Gnevny was the object of frustration for many, and it's true that she did lag in key metrics compared to the rest of the line. So they're boosting her damage per second for all the available armaments, and looking forward to you making fresh memories with her, okay? And then the Tier 7 Minsk, and the battery reload time is decreased as the Gnevny from 5.2 to 3.5 seconds. Torpedo range is going up from 4 to 6 kilometers. And it says it's basically the same story, so they didn't try to reinvent the wheel, they just gave her more firepower. Okay, the Tier 6 Sinop AP maximum shell damage is decreased from 12,950 to 12,000. So it says here, truth be told, the Sinop is not the most obvious choice of Tier 6 battleships nowadays, but she's been low-key pulling up in the charts, hence this nerf. We do not expect much to change except for A few very successful salvos may be giving her victims more of a chance. And then we have aircraft squadron spotting visibility changes. Squadrons don't spot ships if there are islands or smoke in the way of direct visibility and vice versa. Squadrons don't spot other squadrons if there are islands or smoke in the way of direct visibility. Those two kind of make sense. Okay, returning squadrons that are unreachable heights, usually within a few seconds of starting their flight back to the mothership, don't spot other squadrons. That all kind of makes sense. Okay, the ship-to-plane and plane-to-ship visibility rules have long been a point of contention among you, so we're trying to make their interactions a tad more realistic. Pretty much just like you asked, so there you go. Congratulations, guys. This change might be more or less dramatic than it looks on paper, so we'll be eagerly awaiting your feedback. Sound changes. So they've added support for custom aircraft sounds for the Lord of the Seekers skin for August von Parzival. So there you go. And all the space skins in the game, namely Pensacola, New Orleans, Baltimore, La Glacière, Algiers, Charles Martel, Gearing, Shimakaze, and First receive laser sounds for their main gun salvos. So there you go. And here are a bunch of the bureau fixes. Muffled sounds are fixed. Animations in the bureau are fixed. Main bureau screen focus. Okay. Bureau booster showing and being displayed. Nassau losing gun sounds if she had the Halloween skin equipped. I guess that might be a pain. And mobile only. Incorrect icon showing up in the ship upgrade menu after switching between different ships multiple times. So, alright, so obviously they've got mobile going currently in some cases. I guess I didn't really realize that, but alright. Other. All containers in the store received a show details button that sends you to the drop rate page in one push. So there you go. So if you ever want to know what the drop rates are on the crates before you buy them, apparently you're going to be able to find that out. So with that, have a great holiday time, everybody, and turn the tide. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like it.